Om Sadashivasamārambhām Shankarācārya-madhyamām Asmadācārya-paryantāം Vande Guru-paramparam Dayākaram Dayākaram Dhantam Dharma-pravartakam Pranamami Dayanandam Madacharya-varam param. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I am Satchidananda. That is my nature. This is the conclusion. The conclusion is what? And what is this conclusion and how is it arrived at? After everything that is temporary and everything that is changing has been cognitively removed, so to speak, out of this understanding of this I. This is how the conclusion has been arrived at. So what are the things that were quote-unquote removed? Yeah, first body was removed, and mind, prana, senses, and the notion I am the doer, notion I am the victim of other people's doings. This is the 5 koshas. That's what is bhokta means, not always good things. Ice cream you don't get every day. Yeah. Bhokta means most of the time karma phala bhokta. Karma phala means includes papa also. So, like for example, this heat, karma phala. Yes. How come some people are in the Swiss Alps right now? And how come we are here? Karma. Some karma is there. So, the feeling, the notion, I am this much alone and I am a bhokta, this is what is negated. And then the 3 states of experiences as being intrinsic to aham, I, are also negated. What are the 3 states of experiences? Waker, dreamer, sleeper. Anywhere that ER is there, the substantive, wake, dream, sleep, negated. ER is I, that is constant in all 3. And then the 3 bodies are also negated. What are the 3 bodies? Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Shariram. Subtle body and causal body, and then gross body. Gross body is the causal body is the cause of subtle and gross bodies. Causal body is Atma Ajnanam, the Ajnanam that I own up as me alone. So this is what is also said, no. Avasthatraya Sakshi and Shariratrayad Vyatiriktaha Atma. All this was pointed out, and then Atma, then Panchakoshatitaha, that which is not subject to all these notions. I am the body, I am the thinker, I am the doer, I am done in by other people's doings, I am the agent, I am the victim. None of these are I. Then what is I? It was told Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means existent. I don't have to come to Shastra to tell me I'm existent. Why? Because why? The nature of my existence is well known to me. I don't have to pinch myself to find clearly. The nature of my existence is evident to me. So why do I need Shastra to say you are existent? Tvam Sat. And what is this? Sat means literally existence. It's intriguing. So Sat means here existence, but then the Shastra does need to unfold my nature to me, because the kind of existence I know is what? Time bound. Every existence is time bound because I interact with everything. This body, time bound. Mind, time bound. Senses, time bound. All the objects in the universe, time bound, subject to time. The kind of existence that is in my head, lodged as a definition of existence, is connected to time. This is the kind of existence I know. But here the word Sat is used in the abstract sense. Bhava sadhana. Bhave prayoga. Bhave prayoga is a we have active voice, karmani prayoga. We have passive voice, and then, kartari prayoga, active voice, karmani prayoga, passive voice, and then bhave prayoga, abstract voice, abstract usage. So here the word existence is just the pure existence is taken after giving up the time-bound nature of it, of that existence. You are existence personified, embodied, free of time. This is a long way to understand. Where is the parallel? Is there any other existence that is not time-bound with which the I can be compared? No. That's why it's not something logical. That's why we need the Shruti to point out Atma Satchidananda Swarupaha. This is how the Taittiriya Upanishad also begins. The second chapter we will see. Om Brahmavida Apnoti Param Tadeshabhyukta Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. This is how it begins. Brahmavid apnoti param. The knower of the whole, the knower of Brahman gains the ultimate. Naturally, I want the absolute. I want the ultimate happiness, ultimate freedom. So I ask the question, Kim Tad Brahma? What is this Brahman? And then it is defined, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So what should I do with this Brahman? Sit and worship it? No. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam, the one who knows as though it is in the heart. The one who knows this Brahman, where is this Brahman located? If it has a location, this all-pervasive Brahman has no location. If it were to have a location, where would it be? Right here, in the heart. So the one who knows Brahman, in other words, as oneself, Saha Ashnute, that person enjoys. Sarvan Kaman Saha. All the desires in one fell swoop, the person enjoys. Right now, you can only enjoy one thing at a time. One thing you can enjoy at one time because of the limitations of the sense organs, mind, etc. But imagine all the desires being fulfilled in one swoop. How is that possible? If the desirer is taken care of, then all the desires are fulfilled. The desire is questioned. The desirer, the desire is not questioned. The desirer, the nature of the desirer being incomplete without fulfillment of the desire is questioned. And this, out of all these purusharthas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, we saw how everything is what? Just moksha alone. And that moksha is freedom from being a wanting person. In the background, that Shruti must not be there. I want, I want, I want, I want, I don't have, I don't have, I don't have, I don't have, I lack, I lack, I lack, I lack. Why me, why me, why me, why me? This is the Jiva's Shruti. which is apashruti. Apashruti means it's out of tune. Out of tune with Ishvara's Shruti. This is what we are going to come to. So therefore, this whole analysis of Tvam Pada Vichara, which concludes with this portion, Evam Satchidananda Rupaha, Atma. This Atma is Satchidananda Swarupa. This I is not the body, not the mind. And it's a strategic negation. Body is Atma. Atma is not the body. Mind cannot be mind without Atma. Atma is not the mind, etc., 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 etc. So then we have, a very beautiful section coming up. This was in the Tvam Pada Vichara, and this is not complete. To gain moksha, it is not enough to understand I am Satchidananda. That's only a partial knowledge. Why? Because if I understand I am Satchidananda, that is wonderful. But then this Satchidananda has hands and legs, correct? This Satchidananda has a mind. This Satchidananda has notions. This Satchidananda interacts with other Satchidanandas. That's when the problem comes. One Satchidananda interacting with another Satchidananda, one Satchidananda beating up another Satchidananda, one Satchidananda complaining about the other Satchidananda. This is where the problem comes. Because even though I know I'm Satchidananda, at the conclusion of this Tvam Pada Vichara, the analysis of the word I has yielded this much. But then I still have this body. Okay, I had negated it for 5 minutes during the class, that's all. But I still have this body. And then that interacts with other bodies. And then that interacts with other bodies, not only other bodies, that interacts with this whole thing called Jagat. Too hot, too hot, too hot, too hot, too hot. Too cold, too cold, too cold, too cold, too cold. Something is always not right. Too windy, too dusty. It seems like I can't control anything. Now, starting with the weather, that's why it's called weather, because you don't know whether it is going to rain or not. Yes, that's why it's called weather. So always a guess. So I don't know anything. I can't. There seems to be somebody in charge. There seems to be somebody in charge who calls not most of the shots, all the shots, who calls all the shots, who says you are just subject to these laws. It seems like that. I'm under the spell of these laws. And then when you ask people who made these laws, God, where is this God? Nowhere that I can see. And some theologies will say God is in heaven. Then we have to ask the question, why did he? They are also very sincere in believing that it's a he, never a she. In 2001, we had this, Global Peace Initiative of Women. We had formed this organization. I was there for the initial meeting along with Pujya Swamiji, and some big religious leaders had come, Islamic traditions and various Christian denominations. And then Swamiji proposed we had to come up with resolutions that we were going to pass on the last day of the conference, which was the next day. So we were all sitting at this round table coming up with resolutions, and Pujya Swamiji proposed, we can say the first resolution is God is both father and mother. This was non-acceptable, to say the least. In fact, the leaders got up. Oh, how can, no, God cannot be woman. Have you gone there? No. Have you seen? No. But it's a he. Okay, tell me, what does he look like? He's formless. Formless, but it's a he. Formless, can it have a gender? This is how it is. You cannot argue with this. It's a belief-based theology. You can't argue with it. We had to strike out that for the sake of peacekeeping. We had to strike out that thing. This is what happens. So there is something called God. And then God is he. And then where is he? He is somewhere in a place called Where? Heaven. Yes. Then you have to ask the question, why did he leave us here to suffer and then go and stay somewhere else in heaven? This Jagat is full of difficulties. He left me here to suffer my karma phala, and he is somewhere there in heaven. All these things, we don't have an understanding of God, but somehow vaguely it is there. And at best, this whole understanding or misunderstanding of God serves to point the finger. Sometimes they look above also, up, as though it is there somewhere. Upar wala, in Hindi also we say that. You know, there is no upar, niche, aage, piche. Upar is Bhagavan, niche means down. Down is Bhagavan, aage in front of you is Bhagavan, piche is Bhagavan. If any other directions are not included, that is also Bhagavan. The Upanishad says as much. Brahma pashtatat means behind what is there is Brahman. Brahma purastat, what is in front is Brahman. Brahma adhasthat, what is below is Brahman. Brahma uparishtat. Uparishtat means upar. Above is Brahman. All the directions are Brahman. Nothing is separate. This is a very sophisticated understanding. What we have in Advaita Vedanta is a very sophisticated understanding of Ishvara. But see, from the standpoint of the body-mind sense complex, I come up to a dead end. I can only go so much with the definition of myself as Satchidananda and no further. Why can't I go any further? Because there is this roadblock. What is the roadblock? I can't do as I want. I can't do as I want, and I can't say I am free, because there is something in the Jagat that curtails me, that appears to curtail me. This is why this knowledge is incomplete with Tvam Pada Vichara. What we did to the word Tvam, we have to do to the word Tat. What is Tat? Brahman. Jagat Karanam Brahma, as in the equation. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. It's not Tattvam Bhavishyasi. It's not you will become that. You were that. Tattvam Asit. No. Tattvam Asihi. No. You were not. It's not that you were Brahman. You will become Brahman. You are Brahman right now as we speak. This has to be discovered by revealing, by the Shruti, by exposing ourselves to the Shruti that reveals the non-separateness between Ishvara and myself. So for that understanding to come, the Ishvara also, the concept of Ishvara, Ishvaratvam, Ishvarahood has to be put under the microscope. And everything that is not permanent has to be taken away. Just like on the Jiva's side, we took away everything that is impermanent, 3 bodies, 3 states of waking, sleep, dream, 5 koshas, all these things we took away. On the Ishvara's side also, we take away many things. We take away Ishvaratvam, Ishvaraness, Ishvarahood. Ishvarahood means the ability to project the universe, the status of being the cause. Is that permanent? Is Ishvara permanently the cause? No. Why is Ishvara permanently not the cause of the Jagat? Because the Jagat itself comes and goes. When the Jagat is not there, the causality also resolves. So Ishvara again is Satchidananda plus causality. Satchidananda plus the same Satchidananda alone is Ishvara. This has to be established. That is why we have oneness, not otherwise. Only then oneness is possible. This has to be established. This Satchidanandatvam of both this hapless, hopeless, jaded, faded Jiva on one side, and then on the other side, the all-glorious Ishvara, that oneness has to be established, revealed by the Shruti. And so the same thing we do with Jivatvam, we took the Jiva and then shook the fellow out. And what all fell down? 3 states of experience fell off. 3 bodies fell off. 5 koshas fell off. And then what remained? Satchidananda. Ishvara also we take and do a shaking. We shake. And then, just like newly harvested potatoes, they come along with clumps of mud. So everything that is non-potato is beaten on the ground and all that, non-potato, non-potato, non-potato. Some worms may be there, non-potato, and then some clumps of mud are there, non-potato. Creepers have come along with it, non-potato. And then, what is potato here? On the Ishvara side, Satchidananda. Never thought I'll be explaining Satchidananda in the form of potatoes. But it will stay, I think. So this is what it is. It is just taking things out that don't belong in this understanding of everything that is impermanent, like the status of being the cause of the universe, impermanent, that is not taken into account here. That is suspended, put on the side cognitively. And then the status of being the Raja of the universe, impermanent. The status of the ability to take back the universe, impermanent. The ability to sustain the universe, impermanent, because that is dependent on how long the universe is. If the universe is not there, what is the latent form of Ishvara? Satchidananda. This has to be discovered. So therefore now, from Vyashti Vichara, Vyashti Vichara means an analysis of the individual. At the individual level, the microcosm, the Jiva level, we go, the next section of the Tattva Bodha goes into the Samashti Vichara, the analysis of the what constitutes this totality. What is this total? This is a segue. And by way of this, making this topic change, the verse 17 here says, Atha chaturvimshati tattva utpatti prakaram vakshyamah. Now we'll have a cosmic, we will explain the cosmic story of how this cosmos came about. We will have a cosmology from the standpoint of the model of 24 elements, 24 factors. So what those 24 factors are right now won't be explained, but it will be explained later on. So we'll wait for that. So then, starting with verse 17, we have a topic change. Brahmashraya Satvarajah Tamo Gunatmika Maya Asti Tattah Akashas Sambhutah Akashad Vayuh Vayostejah Tejasah Apah Adbhyah Prithivi. So first there is a bombshell. Suddenly, so many words we don't know. Brahman itself we barely know. Only once it was talked about. Satchidananda it was told. And then now suddenly one more entity is introduced. Brahman and Brahmashraya Maya. Maya is introduced. Mother Maya is introduced. Which is what led Pujya Swamiji to say God is both father and mother of the universe. Oh, no, they said. And threatened to walk away. Brahma. And so now we know many things. Brahmashraya Maya. Maya, Ashraya means dependent upon. This Maya is dependent upon who? Brahman. Abba, wake up. Okay, yeah. Afterwards you can go to sleep whole day, no problem. Yeah, promise, I won't disturb until next Wednesday. So, Brahmashraya Maya. This Maya has her Ashraya, means refuge, origin, dependence, sustenance, everything. That is the word Ashraya. In what? Brahman. Brahmashraya Maya. But what is this Maya? Trigunatmika Maya. She who is composed of three gunas. What are the three gunas? Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Maya asti. Maya is there. Just like pot is there. Pot is there. You cannot say it is not there. Why? Because you can see it. You cannot say pot is not there. Yet, pot and clay are not synonyms, correct? Just like table and wood are again not synonyms. And they are not two things either. They are neither two things nor synonyms of one thing. One is as though cause and the other is what is as though effect. So when I say pot asti, ghataha, ayam ghataha, this pot asti, ayam ghataha asti, this pot is. Why? Because it is objectified. Because it pratiyate, it is an object of cognition, it appears to be there. But this appearance is what is mridashrayaha. Mridashrayaha ghataha asti. Mrid means clay. So pot is, when I say, what kind of a pot is? The pot is clay ashraya. It has its origin, its very being, its sustenance. It draws from what? Clay. Clay ashraya pot asti. Evameva yatha clay ashraya घटः अस्ति तथैव ब्रह्माश्रया maya asti. In the same manner, just like we say that the clay has its very being in pot, it's non-separate from pot, it originates in pot. So sorry, the other way around. If the pot originates in clay, sustained by clay, goes back to clay. Similarly, Maya, non-separate from Brahman. Kalpita Shakti. A Shakti, a power that you cannot, just because you say it is imaginary, you cannot just, toy with Maya. Yes, you cannot do that. Because she is Brahman. She is non-separate from Brahman. And here is this Maya. And this Maya is the creator of the whole Jagat. Because to have that crown of being creator, a Shakti is needed. Because what is Brahman? Satchidananda. Can Satchidananda get up? Hello? Yeah. Yes, no, sometimes. Maybe. Satchidananda cannot get up. Can Satchidananda act? No. Can Satchidananda know? No. Satchidananda has nothing to do with any action. So this Atma, this Aham, which is now talked about as Satchidananda, how did we come to this? After negating the prana, after negating Vagindriya, what is that? The speech, etc. Vagadi, Panchendriya. The organs of action, we negated. Sense organs, we negated. Mind, we negated. Chittam, we negated. Ahankara, we negated. Three bodies, we negated. And then what else? All the other experiences also negated for this Satchidananda Atma, I. Three bodies, three states of experience, five koshas, everything was negated. Now this Satchidananda, is it capable of getting up? No. Why? The five organs of actions are negated. Is it capable of knowing? No. Buddhi is negated. Oh, but it is all knowledge. Yes, it's all knowledge without a container called brain, Buddhi. That's why it is all knowledge. A bird can have only this much intelligence. Sometimes they're more intelligent than us, okay? So the term bird brain is not very apt. They have found that crows can count up to number 4. They have found that. What happens after that, I don't know. But up to 4, the crow can count. Recently, they have discovered. They made it count because they gave it some treat, some sunflower seeds or something they put. And then until it said ka once, it was not allowed to pick it up and eat it. So when it said ka once, that little door would open. It could see it, but it could not, it could peck at it. There was some plexiglass little place. And then automatically the door would open when it said ka once. And then 2 seeds were kept next time. So it thought, oh, I can just say ka once and it will open. It didn't open. It suddenly understood, oh, I have to say twice. It can count. Then it said 3 times. Then it said 4 times. After that, it either got bored or said, I'm not your guinea pig. I'm not your research object. Or it cannot count after 4. We don't know. So, but then that's all. There is a limit. There is a limit what to know. So therefore, the buddhi without this, the knowledge without buddhi only can be all knowledge. Jnanam, that's why we say Satyam Jnanam Anantam Sat Chit. Chit is Jnanam. All knowledge can be only without buddhi. The buddhi is a constraining upadhi for this knowledge. And so therefore, we negated the buddhi, we negated ahankara. Then we came up to Satchidananda. That means what? Satchidananda cannot act. Satchidananda cannot think. Satchidananda does not have any desires. Satchidananda cannot go from place to place. Satchidananda cannot smell a flower or anything else. Cannot see. But then, what is that? So therefore, the Satchidanandam Brahma, Satchidananda cannot act. But yet, I can get up. Why? Because I'm endowed with all these accoutrements to this Satchidananda. Thank God. Thank God I can get up. Thank God I can walk. Thank God I can have desires. Thank God I can even go ahead and fulfill those desires. So, all these accoutrements constitute the Jagat. My own body, mind, sense complex is the Jagat. The Jagat starts with my own body, mind, sense complex. So how did this come into being? This came into being because of Maya Shakti. Maya is the creatrix. Creatrix means feminine of creator. And also because she has a lot of tricks up her sleeve. Therefore, creatrix, she who creates many, many tricks. Okay, this is how to remember Maya. Etymologically, the Vyutpatti means the grammatical derivation of Maya. One thing that has been said is Yama Sa Maya. Ma means knowledge. She who is in the form of all knowledge. This is Maya. Fantastic. Wonderful. And she who is in the form of all knowledge. Because that Jnana Shakti is needed. For creation cannot happen without Jnana Shakti. Who is to be born where? That is Jnana Shakti. What kind of a body should he or she have in keeping with his or her karma? Jnana Shakti. Where should she be born? Jnana Shakti. How many siblings should he have? Jnana Shakti. Should she be the first child or the last child or somewhere in the middle? Jnana Shakti. And then when he grows up, who should he marry? Jnana Shakti. All these, how the whole order of karma, how it intersects. It's amazing. Never know. Even in this room, I'm sure, you've been doing like introductions. And each one story, how did they happen to come here is fascinating. It's a series of accidents, series of interesting coincidences. That coincidence is Maya Shakti. Because Brahman being just like me, Satchidananda cannot create. So the Kalpita Shakti is there. That Shakti which gives the Brahman the power, endows Brahman with the power to create, the universe, to take back the universe, to sustain the universe. So kamayat bahusyam praja gegeti satapo tapyate satapas tapva idagam sarvam asrijat yadidam kincha tat srishtva tadevanupravishat tadanupravishya satyatyaccha bhavat. Again Taittiriya Upanishad. Talking of the cosmology. Saha akamayat. This great being, Ishvara. Ishvara means Brahman and Maya. Some people say Brahman plus Maya. Don't do that. Because that plus is a mithya plus. It's like saying infinity plus 1. How much is that? Infinite. Still infinite. Infinity minus 2. Infinite. So Brahman plus means it's a value added mithya plus. That number 1 is also plus. That plus is also mithya. Maya also is mithya. This mithya shakti in the form of all knowledge, the ability to create. Para shakti, the ultimate creator, is Maya. Okay, where will we get the raw materials? If you want to cook something fun, then you can go to the kitchen and say, please give me these vegetables. I want to make something nice today. Where will Bhagavan go? To cook the khichdi called Jagat. Where will Bhagavan go? Where is the raw material? Raw material non-separate from oneself. In fact, this is also there in the Bible if you interpret it properly. If you have a Vedantic drishti on the Bible, same thing is said. In the beginning there was Word. Word was with God. Nay, Word was God. Non-separate from God. Word is knowledge. Logos, knowledge. This is what it is. This knowledge alone is in the form of raw materials, and those raw materials are magic raw materials. As though they're not really there. One lump of clay, 1,000 pots. One gold, 1,000 ornaments. Same thing. One Brahman. Infinitely manifest. Multiple universes, you can say. Parallel universes. So many things people say now. So, one Brahman. And did this Brahman become the universe? No. This Bhagavan, Brahman in the form of Bhagavan, had this desire. What was the desire? May I become many. Bahusyam prajayeya. Saha tapotapyata. Tapotapyata means contemplated upon the previous cycle of the universe. Why reinvent the wheel? The previous cycle of the universe was wonderful. So let us just rinse, repeat. That's all. Let us just repeat the whole thing. Just the names are different. The bodies are different. All those who are born in male bodies, because of their karma, are born now in feminine bodies. All those who were born in female bodies, let us put them in masculine bodies. Finished. That's enough for the universe. So everybody has all the experiences according to their karma, and then the whole universe issues forth. Idagam sarvam asrijat. But unlike the misunderstood Bhagavan that creates and goes away, like the sea turtle. What does the sea turtle do? Lays the eggs, buries them in the sand, doesn't even incubate them, goes away. Afterwards, they hatch, and the baby turtles have to make a dash for the sea. They have to rush. Why do they have to rush? They can slowly go, they can be born and stretch and then go. No, there are circling hawks, vultures, predator birds, birds of prey. The turtles, the baby turtles have to scuttle around. As soon as they are born, they cannot even take in the universe. They have to rush to the ocean. When they reach the ocean, they are safe from the birds. This is the scheme of things. But that's not how it is here. Unlike the mama turtle who just lays the eggs and goes away, Bhagavan does not just abandon the universe. Tat srishtva tadeva, tat srishtva tat jagat srishtva tadeva anupravishat, as though entered the jagat. How? In the form of Sat Chit Ananda. Everything I touch, Satchidananda. Everything I encounter, Satchidananda. Everything non-separate from me, Satchidananda. Everything is Ishvara, Satchidananda. Tadeva anupravishate. Tad anupravishya sat cha kyat cha abhavat. Having entered, as though entered, the entire universe of name and forms, this Bhagavan, as though became one with all the things that have form. Sat here means things which have form. And Tyat means formless, like Vayu, etc. Vayu is formless. Space is formless. It is all Bhagavan. Bhagavan inhabited and populated this entire universe with the help of Maya Shakti, who is Ma personified, all knowledge. Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti Swarupini. She who is in the form of the Shakti to create, the Shakti to know, the Shakti to manifest, and the Shakti to desire. Let there be a universe. All these Shaktis together is Maya. And then, so she is not only the Shakti, Para Shakti, it is called. She is also non-separate from the raw material. The magic raw material which appears in the form of all the things in the universe we take to be real, like even our own bodies, is what? A present of Maya. From the standpoint of the raw materials, that same Maya is called Apara Shakti. You will see all this in the 7th chapter when you study of the Bhagavad Gita. Apara Shakti, the raw materials, from the standpoint of raw materials, this same knowledge connected to the raw materials, from the standpoint of the raw material, is called Apara Shakti. From the standpoint of the creative power, Para Shakti. And she is not like a rogue actor. She is not wild by herself. She is in tandem with Brahman. She is one with Brahman. And so from the standpoint of the creative power called Maya, Upadana Karanam, and from the standpoint of the laws of the universe called Ishvara, Nimitta Karanam. Same thing. That's why all the deities in our tradition are happily married. You will never find one without the other. Even Ganesha, who is supposed to be Nitya Brahmachari, has Riddhi and Siddhi. Prosperity and accomplishment as his Shaktis. That's what it is. These people don't understand, especially academics, Western academics. Oh, all the gods in India are polygamous. This is not the idea. The Shaktis are many. The word Maya has got Upanishadic backing. Indro Maya Bhihi Pururupam Iyate. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Indraha Ishvara. Maya Bhihi, along with many powers, Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, all these powers. Pururupam Iyate means becomes many, becomes again with heavy inverted quotes. As though becomes many, many, many forms, many, takes on many, many names and forms, just like the gold became many, many ornaments. Did the gold become an ornament? Say no, so we can move on. Yes. Gold did not become an ornament. Similarly, Brahman did not become Jagat. Ishvara has not become the Jagat. Gold is gold, ornament is gold. Gold is not ornament. And the same thing we have to say. Brahman Ishvara is Ishvara. Jagat is Ishvara. Ishvara is not Jagat. Ishvara has not become the Jagat. So in one place we can say that this is what is in the Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Indraha, Maya Bhihi, with the help of many Mayas, or we can take it as Itham Bhute Tritiya, which means in the form of many Mayas. Pururupam, Puru means Bahurupam, many rupas, many forms and names. Iyate, takes on, is manifest as. So this is one place. Two places in the Upanishad the word Maya is mentioned. It's important to know them both. And in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, the second instance where Maya comes in, Mayantu Prakritim Vidyat. May you know Maya as Prakriti, the inert nature. The nature that surrounds us, starting with this body, mind, sense complex, may you know Maya as Prakriti. Mayantu Prakritim Vidyat. Mayinam tu Maheshwaram. Mayin and Maya. These are the two things that are talked about in the Shvetashvatar Upanishad. Maya, knowledge. Mayin, the wielder of this knowledge. Non-separate from this knowledge. But here, the separation is made here for analytical purposes, for the purposes of better assimilation. Mayin. Mayin means Maya asya asti iti. So the one who is the possessor of Maya. The one who molds the Maya in a certain way because of that knowledge. The one who, along with Maya, creates everything. Samai srijate iti ahuhu. It is said this Mai means along with Maya, the one who is non-separate from this Maya Shakti. This Mai, the one, the wielder of this Maya, srijate, creates, iti ahuhu. This is what they say. Who say? Shvetashvatara Shakhinaha. The people who are the students of the Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Very beautiful. So two mantras we have. The first one is Indro Maya Bhihi Pururupam Iyate. And the second one, Mayam tu Prakritim Vidyat Mayinam cha Maheshwaram. Samayi Srijate iti ahuhu Shvetashvatara Shakhinaha. Very beautiful. And that same Maya here is talked about in this, because the Tattva Bodha is closely following the Upanishads. It is giving the definitions of all the words used in the Upanishad very beautifully. It's introducing the whole vision through all the lingo, all the definitions, everything. So Brahmashraya Maya, it is said. It is not a parallel reality to Bhagavan. It is not Brahman and Maya. No. Then we have the question, where did this Maya come from? There must be some other thing. This is the problem with Western theology. There is God and then there is devil. Where did this devil come from? Devil is an independent entity, always fighting for souls with God. This is what happens. We don't have that. We don't have devil. We don't have evil. Neither is Maya devilish, nor is Maya evil. This is all just some, wrong ideas in the head. Because people are afraid of Shakti. That's why they say, oh, Maya is terrible. Maya is bad. Maya is not bad. That you come under its spell, that is bad. You come under the spell of this Shakti called the covering power, the as though covering power, Avarana Shakti. Avarana Shakti, the covering power which covers your understanding of your nature as Bhagavan. That is the covering power. Maya is not bad. That you come under her spell, that is what is difficult, and that is what can be corrected through self-knowledge. That is what we are coming out of here. But that is what we are doing here. We are coming out of Avarana Shakti. Avarna Shakti, she has two powers. One is Avarna Shakti. Another one is what is called Vikshepa Shakti. Vikshepa Shakti. Vikshepa means projection. The one is as though projected to be many. And I believe in it because of my Ajnanam. Avarna Shakti is Atma Ajnanam. Vikshepa Shakti is the ability to project one as into many. Just like the jeweler has the ability to take 10 grams of gold and make so many small things, earrings, make 10 earrings of 1 gram each. And then has 10 earrings. And then if I take those 10 earrings to be each one separate, and each one, I think 10 plus 10, 20 actually, 10 pairs of earrings. And so each one I take it to be separate, and each one I say is out to get me. So therefore, I need a safe haven from this Avarna Shakti. The Jiva is subject to Maya in the form of Avarna Shakti, aka Atma Ajnanam. Don't get confused. Oh, new terminology, Avarna Shakti. Avarna Shakti is nothing but Atma Ajnanam. Jiva has Atma Ajnanam. It's not permanent until it is dismissed through the Shastra, revealing this very thing. This Maya is Brahmashraya. This is what I have to know. I have to know that this Ishvara, between this Ishvara and me, the Jiva, there is no real difference. It is only as though different. As though different. And we'll see that. Why? Because Ishvara is also what? Satchidananda. Jiva is what? Satchidananda. It's almost as though both of them went to Maya Shakti. This is a story, okay? Don't take it seriously. This is just a story to illustrate something. So what is that? Both of them went to Maya Shakti. And then make me a dress, Ishvara said. Maya Shakti said, let me take your, Maya said, let me take your measurements. I'm the seamstress. All right? So, being the seamstress, let me take your measurements. What are your measurements? Beyond the universe, immeasurable, limitless. Tell me something about yourself so that the dress can show your personality a little bit. I am the king of the universe. I am contented in myself. I am Satchidananda. I have no self-ignorance. I'm bright. I'm lustrous. I am limitless. Maya Shakti as though made a cape. You know what a cape is? Put it like that, like Superman, Batman, all these people have capes. So she made a Ishvara's cape full of very grand materials. And for the border, stitch a grand border. The borders were various galaxies. Our galaxy, Milky Way, was the border of Ishvara's cape. And then we had Andromeda, the galaxy next door. Don't ask me to name any more because I don't know all the names. Yeah, we just know a few things, that's all. So many systems, all these systems. And then if you see NASA pictures, there is one cloud formation like this. It's called Hand of God. Another one is called Eye of God. All that adorned the cape of this magnificent being, Ishvara, trotted off into the universe, began to create. The Jiva also went. He got a cape. What about me? I also want a cape. Okay, what are your measurements? I'm small. Even as she started to measure, this fellow was shrinking. Not out of a sense of modesty, out of a sense of wretchedness. Tell me something about yourself so that the cape can reflect your personality. I'm an idiot. Nobody loves me. In fact, I also don't love anybody else. I'm miserable. I'm stupid. And no matter how much I'm appreciated, I never feel appreciated. Boy, said Maya Shakti, you do complain a lot. Yeah, I like to complain. Yeah, I know. Now I'm going to complain that I complain a lot. Enough, said Maya. I'll do something for you. So she made a cape full of different patchwork and tatters, because the identity, the self-identity of this jiva, crafted by this jiva, is full of patchwork. A little degree here, a little pedigree there, a little complaint here, a little this there, a little achievement there, all these accomplishments sewn together. I feel great in this cape for 2 minutes. Okay, yeah. And what was the border? The border were teardrops, always crying, always complaining. Ayo, this is me. Woe is me. Why me? The jiva said, wearing the cape. What are we doing? Removing these capes. Remove the cape of this wretched jiva. You remove the cape, what do you find inside? Satchidananda. You remove this cape of this glorious being called Ishvara, which shines because of the cape. The dress is everything. As soon as the person comes in the dress, everybody stands up. Oh, Ishvara, yes, yes, yes. Remove the dress, what is there? Satchidananda underneath the dress. It's a costume. Maya is the seamstress. She makes this glorious costume. And for Ishvara and for Jiva, in every seam there is stress. That is why she is called seamstress. She just stitches full of anxiety and stress. Every seam, in every stitch, there is stress. This is the Jiva's lot until I have the ability to throw off this wretched cape in the light of Atmajnanam. In the light of Atmajnanam, I cast off this cape. Casting off the cape is the escape from Jivahood. Jivahood, Jivaness, Jivatvam is Mithya. Ishvarahood, Ishvaraness, Ishvaratvam is Mithya. Dependent reality. Don't say Jiva is Mithya. Jiva is Ishvara. Ishvara is also not Mithya. Ishvaraness. The ability, Ishvaraness means the ability to create, the ability to take back, the ability to sustain, the ability to control everybody's destiny, the ability to manifest and control the laws of the universe. All this is called Ishvaratvam. Ishvaratvam, I understand. What is Jivatvam? The ability to complain. Jivatvam. The ability to be a completely, what should I say, completely rejecting of my own glory. Because I have this smallness. That is all Jivatvam. And so here it says, Sattva Raja Tamo Rajaha Tamo Gunatmika Maya. This Maya, she needs some accoutrements to create. She's going to paint this Jagat. She needs 3 primary colors. If we say, what are the primary colors? Red, green, blue, don't tell me. Here it is Maya's colors, Maya's palette. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. She has so many paint brushes. She dips it in and is making this whole big canvas. Sometimes people make, what are they called? On the side of the wall of the building and all, they make these huge painting. Murals. So this is a Jagat-sized mural she's making. And if you're an observer, you see, oh, here is India. Oh, here is United States. Oh, here is my hometown. Oh, wait a minute, is that my house? Yes, she has painted my house. She has painted the building in which I live. Ah, there is my flat. Ah, I can look and see. This is my room in this flat. Oh, wait, she has also painted me. Me means the body, mind, sense complex. She has painted. I'm walking, I'm a little stick figure that is walking around this house. And then I'm going here, I'm going there. I'm doing everything. It's there, it's the painting. The whole thing is a painting. The primary colors are sattva, rajas, and tamas. Little bit of sattva, lot of rajas, lot of tamas. Animal world. And then human beings, little more sattva, even between the human beings. One is sleeping on somewhere on the bench. In the painting, okay? It's all in the painting. And then bench is also painted. The being that is sleeping is also painted. As tamasic as the bench is the person sleeping on the bench. Poor thing, let him sleep. Well, he's sleeping yesterday, he was sleeping today, he's going to be sleeping tomorrow, he's sleeping all the time. Tamas attack. Then another, there is a child in front of a toy shop. Where? In this painting, the child in front of the toy shop is having a tantrum. I want to buy the whole shop. The mother is saying, you can have only one thing. I want to buy the whole, all the toys now. It's having a tantrum. It cannot wait. Rajas attack. Maya is busy. This is all in the painting. And then what? Suddenly I find, oh my God, what happened here? Have I become part of the painting? Oh no, I'm trapped. Let me out. Let me out. Then Maya paints a temple with a little flag on it. Then the stick figure goes to the temple. Oh, help me. Let me out of this painting. This horrifying painting. Help, help, help. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Tathastu, says Bhagavan. Where? In the painting. Okay. When the stick figure in the form of this jiva trots out, comes, goes, and then says, okay, this was, I feel a little better, but then I need something more. This is not enough. I have to do something. Well, where should I go? Where should I go? There is a little building there. There is a little wooded area there. And then everybody coming out of it looks so peaceful. Maybe I should go there. Some people are dressed in orange over there. Let me go over there. Then the stick figure trots off to this entrance of this little compound. It says, Arsha Vidya Peetham. Arsha Vidya Gurukulam. Where? In the painting. Don't forget the refrain. Where? In the painting. Then the stick figure very hesitantly goes inside. And everybody, even on a holiday, is studying. Okay. What is this knowledge that even on a holiday they are coming and studying? What's wrong with these people? Really? Something is off. Let me go and see what is being there. The stick figure trots up the stairs, climbs the stairs, sits down. Oh, no wonder they are having some fun. I think I can also have this fun. Yes, Maya is a lot of fun. Brahman is a lot of fun. Who said Brahma Vidya is boring? Brahma Vidya is the most fun pursuit of all. The stick figure is transformed, no longer feeling sticky, no longer feeling upset, no longer feeling in the trap of the Avarna Shakti of Maya, the Avarna gone. Tamas, Rajas, etc. are there, but they are as though what? Suspended. They don't have an effect. They are as though neutralized. Tamas, Rajas, etc. They are the bricks of this universe. If I come under their spell, then I'm trapped in the painting. Tamas, Rajas, Sattva, they are the building blocks of subjectivity. And this subjectivity is what is called ajnanam, anyatha jnanam. This subjectivity makes me come under the spell of avarana shakti of Mother Maya. I have to get rid of this subjectivity. Is it possible to neutralize the subjectivity? Yes. It is totally, yes. So the inner child will go away? No. So all the experiences I had in the past will go away? No. But what will happen then? What will happen is that it will not any longer trouble me. It's like putting your hand in the mouth of a 2-month-old child. The jaws clamp down, but it's a pleasant sensation. It cannot bite. My subjectivity is neutralized to the extent that it doesn't overpower me. It does not bite. It becomes merely Ishvara Srishti. No longer I am in Jiva Srishti. I do not project as the Jiva a parallel reality to Brahman. Jagat is Brahman, Maya is Brahman. Not understanding this, I have my own Vikshepa. What is my Vikshepa? I think everybody is awful. I think this Jagat is out to get me. I think the stars are always against me because we like to blame the stars. We know ABC of astrology little bit. Shani, Saturn is never in the right place. And not being content with not being in the right place, it is keeping on returning. It's called Saturn return. Why should it return? Nobody knows. But return it does. And then Shukra, the one which gives me abundance and prosperity, that is always never in the right place. My roommate has a lot of money, not me. Okay, this is how it is. The neighbor has a lot of money, not me. And then what? Then there are two malefics, which are not even planets. They are even mithya within mithya. Who are they? Rahu, that's who. And then Ketu. This is the unconscious mind, the head and the tail of the unconscious mind, in which all the planets are sandwiched. Sometimes we have that kind of a horoscope. All the planets happen to be sandwiched between Rahu on one side and Ketu on the other, and it is called Kala Sarpa Dosha. Yeah, it's a particular kind of a fallacy for which lot of pariharas, lot of yajnas, whole life get ready to keep doing yajna or join Vedanta. That's all. Only two options are left. If one has Kala Sarpa Dosha, means nothing works. Job does not work. Marriages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 did not work. And then what else? And then children also don't work. In fact, if the children see you, they run away from you. And then nothing works. Money does not work. Nothing works. The only thing that will work is what? Vedanta. This is all within the painting. This is all how it is. Just so beautiful. This whole Ishvara, Maya, this dance of Jiva and Ishvara is very, very beautiful. Trapped in the painting, in the colors of this tamas, rajas, sattva, thinking them to be real, because of atma ajnanam, the jiva suffers as though. The jiva cries out, let me out. I want out of this painting. This painting is a travesty. It's terrible. There was one movie, where this kind of art film, and there it was a story about carpet making families that move from one place to another in rural Iran, Persian film. And so it's an extended family. Mother, father, 3, 4 sons, and their wives, their children, and the brother of the father, all these patriarchal whole families, they are going together and making carpets. And then selling the carpets by day, and then shifting again to the next village in the next in the night to be able to sell their wares. The daughter-in-law did not like her mother-in-law at all. But then the frustration has to come out. It came out in the weaving, where one stick figure she drew, and the other stick figure was cutting off the neck of the first stick figure, all in the weaving, and then with some drops of blood all there in the carpet. She wove this and then went to sleep. The mother-in-law looked at it. How dare she? This is me. How can this be me? And she unraveled all that and made the stick figure of the daughter-in-law lie down on the ground, and she victory over the stick figure. You injure me and stab me, I killed you. See, that's why I'm on top of your dead body. Like this, they took out all their frustrations in the weaving of the carpet. It was a very interesting film. Had a very lot of interesting things to say about statement about this being trapped in the rajas, tamas, etc., the gunas, the palette of Maya, the three primary colors of Maya. This is what Arjuna is told in the second chapter. Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nitya Satvasthaha Niryogakshema Atmavan. Everything that is described in the Veda, the yajnas, the people, the situation, everything is what? Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. It's all vitiated by the three gunas. It is under the rubric of Maya. You, Arjuna, what do I want you to be? Nistraigunyo bhava. Become free of the gunas. How to be free of the gunas? And that is given in the second line. Nirdvandvo bhava. Be without divisions. See everything as Bhagavan. And then Nitya Sattvastho bhava. Be always in Sattva. This is very interesting. Out of the three gunas, Rajas, Tamas and Sattva, Sattva is the most like Satchidananda Atma. It's Ishvara-esque, it is godly, it is the only thing that will help. It too is a guna, it too is finite, it too is used in the painting material of this Jagat. It too can trap me, but not really, and we'll see why. So, let go of Rajas and Tamas. Let go of inertia, let go of resentment, let go of sorrow, relatively to be cheerful every day. There are many, many things to be grateful for. In our complaints, we forget. And that's why even doctors are now saying, keep a gratitude journal. Otherwise, we forget that everything that is going well for me, I forget. Instead, only focus on the complaints. That is one way to be trapped in this painting. So, Nitya Sattvastho Bhava. Let go of the resentment. Be the bigger person. Let go of the argument. Let go of attaching or identifying with the difficulties all the time. Difficulties will be there. As soon as you have the body, difficulties are there. Heart is meant for heart attack. What else is its purpose? Kidneys are meant to fail. Yeah. Lungs are also meant to get weaker and weaker. This is what it is. That will happen. Brain is meant for aneurysm. It will happen. Something or the other will happen. Don't identify with that. But identify with that which is unchanging here, relatively speaking, sattva. When I become more and more sattvic, then what happens is that the hold of the other two gunas lose. The paint, I'm no longer trapped in the painting. I don't go like this, how to come out of this painting. It's like a bad virtual reality movie or something like that. I'm trapped. No. I have a way out of coming out because sattva is the way out. But can sattva also not trap? No. Why? Because it is like Satchidananda. It is Ishvara-esque. Therefore, in my attempt to discover myself as non-separate from Ishvara, what happens? I have to see that I am Satchidananda. For that, sattva becomes an aid. It becomes a ladder. Like, what is that game called? Pole vault? Pole vault. You have a huge pole, a huge stick. The runner runs with it, plants the stick in the sand, and vaults over the pole. Falls down on the other side. What happens to the stick? Stick also he brings with him? No. Stick is forgotten there. Stick is allowed to fall. That is how the Sattva Guna is. It helps you to cross Maya, clear this pole, but at the same time, you leave it behind. It gets left behind. It gets rather integrated. This is one example of what happens to the Sattva. Sattva Guna, if I catch on to it, do I need to make an effort to drop it? No, it gets integrated into you. Another example given is called Harishchandrasya Dandaha, the stick of Harishchandra. Harishchandra was a very famous king. He was tested by the Lord. He was tested by Bhagavan, and he ended up losing his kingdom because he was so much wedded to the truth. He lost his kingdom, he lost his child, and he had to work as a funeral groundskeeper, as a chandala. So the funeral groundskeeper, what does the person do? The person has to make sure that the bodies are burnt properly, because the relatives don't stay, they go away. The next day they come to collect the ashes, and so they have to, it has to be burnt properly. This is what is said. And so there is a stick. Sometimes the gases in the body, what do they do? The gases in the body have the ability to make the dead body as though come to life. It starts to move. It starts to move around. So what does the funeral groundskeeper do? Pushes the body back into the fire with the stick. What to do with the stick then? Throw that also in the fire. This is like the Sattva Guna. Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvasthaha Bhava. Niryogakshemo Bhava. Yogakshema means do not any longer be worried about your wants and needs, because once you enter Vedanta, Bhagavan takes care of your wants and needs. Have that trust. Try it out. You will see that it happens. Bhagavan takes care of everything that you need. You don't have to work for your own protection. The same word Yoga Kshema is going to come again in the 9th chapter. Yoga Kshemam Bahami Aham. I will take care of your Yoga Kshema. I will take care of your needs and wants. What do? You just study. You just try to come out of this painting. Lose the Atma Ajnana. That is what. Don't come under the spell of Maya. Niryoga Kshemo Bhava Atmavan Bhava. Atmavan means disciplined here. Have a mental and physical discipline that's going to help you to do this very, very, very easily. And so this is how to come out of Maya from the standpoint of the Jiva. And the Maya is just all knowledge. And that all knowledge is for Bhagavan becomes all ignorance for the Jiva. For Bhagavan, Maya is a glorious crown made up of shining diamonds. For the Jiva, Maya is a dunce cap, fool's cap. That's what it is. So, Avarna Shakti gone, then the Jiva is nothing other than Ishvara. This is where we are going. I have summarized the several shlokas ahead of this. So, don't worry, we are not behind. All right. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Since we talked so much about Maya, she has come to class. So come and receive this before you go. Quickly.